Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends, and today I am playing in Iowa again,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it's going to be wild. This match was pretty crazy as I take the luck torps from Frosty in the Destroyer. But today I am playing with Frosty in support, and we always play together. We get a lot of matches and have a bunch of sessions, so I'll leave a link down in the description down below for you guys to check out their channels and see if you like their content or not. But if you guys are enjoying these voiceovers that I do, I'm still trying to figure out, trying to get to have better audio and stuff. It's a new thing, from kind of new. I've done a couple videos on it, so just let me know if you guys like what I'm doing right now, or do you prefer the live commentary? Because the live commentary, I'm usually quiet because I'm locked in the matches, so I don't talk as often unless I need to have good team comms. Again, I just don't talk that often. But support's in the Missouri, so we're gonna have radar with him, and that's gonna be very useful to pick up destroyers. Frosty's in DD. I did not catch it at the beginning of this match. I'll probably pick it up later. Never mind. He's in. Dang it! I lost it again. And I'm rolling in Iowa. Iowa's been just hitting different lately. Now that it's the first boat I roll in. Again, I still roll Georgia. Georgia's my favorite right now. I was coming back to me. This ship was my first tier 7 I've ever gone in World of Warships. First thing I did in World of Warships is I want to get this tier 7 boat. This thing looks insane, the Iowa. And I was like, dude, this thing looks like it could deal some serious damage. And I've been playing the game for a really long time. I even got proof. I had the freaking destroyer you got from, what is it? Loyalty is royalty. I got the destroyer, so I've been here ever since the start of the game. So just want to clarify that I am a veteran. I did take a year or two off.
Sorry, my mom was
maybe a year. I don't think it was 2 years, because I play this game pretty good, frequently. But I sold a lot of ships because, again, I didn't know what I was doing, because the game was new for me or whatnot. But we're gonna take a shot here on Kansas, and he is not broadside. He is turning away, but we get 4K with 2 pins into him. We're going for A cap, which we have, so we're gonna be playing defense over here. Support's taking a little bit of damage here. Iowa and Kansas are going to be the ships we're going to be fighting up against. They do have carriers in this match. We've already lost a cruiser, so it's tight right now, but the enemy team has the slight advantage on us because we just lost points and they gained points from killing our cruiser. And Iowa goes down to Iowa, sending us down to 294 points to 471. And the enemy team is starting to kind of beat the snot out of us at the beginning of the match. But we get 12K out of Iowa through the superstructure, and that shell grouping and the accuracy was money. Again, I love Iowa just because of how accurate it is, and it fits my play style, just like Georgia. Except it's not double barrel turrets. You get triples, and it's nice to have. I beach here, and I start to panic because I'm like, oh shoot, I'm broadside to an Iowa that is looking at me, and I might eat this real bad here. Frosty's kept keeping him spotted, and Frosty's trying to pick up the carrier, so that way we can be able to get the carrier out of here and get rid of a major major ship in the game. That way we're not getting constantly bombed. But I'm looking at the cruiser over here. I might take a shot on him, see if I can lob through that island, because in my curve, I don't think it will. Enterprise gets detected from Frosty, which is useful. Support takes a shot out at him, gets a little chunk there. We'll get him as we get closer. I actually hit that cruiser for 4K, and I'm like, okay, that's solid. We're at 25,000 damage. We've lost 3 ships. The enemy team has not lost any, and it's not looking like it's going in our favor right now. So we have to start we have to lock in this match if we want to, get this W. Enterprise starts pulling forward. I lead him out, and I think I overled him. Actually, never mind. I nailed that. I thought I overled him, but I did not. But we get 5K for 4 overpins, which is absolutely insane. So I'm like, okay, I need to take another shot at this Enterprise. And I'm at 30,000 damage. And then I look at Kansas and I'm like, ooh, hold on. We might have to get rid of him real quick. I'm keeping myself angled. It looks like I'm running away from the fight, but I'm keeping myself angled. That way I'm not taking heavy damage. I'm going to take a shot at Enterprise instead of the Kansas because, again, we don't want Enterprise getting away. Supports gets a nice, juicy shot out on Enterprise and takes a good chunk of his health away. My shots, they end up getting a Citadel. I legit actually thought those were going to miss. When I took that shot, I was like, okay, he's probably going to dodge that. But no, we get the Citadel and we kill the carrier, which is huge. But we're down 4 ships. They've only lost their carrier. So we got to get rid of Kansas here. Start getting back on the board. The enemy team has all 3 caps, and we have a cap. And, like, dude, our team is just downright falling apart right at the beginning. They beat, what is it? C and D cap literally got wrongful stomped by 3 battleships, 2 cruisers, and the destroyer went up mid. Like, it's insane. Like, our whole entire team just straight up fell apart. I mean, we had a cap, but, like, no one was over here. Like, the whole entire enemy team just went to one side and absolutely slapped the living crap out of everybody, which is leaving us to fight the Iowa and the Kansas. And we're trying to get rid of these guys as fast as we can because we still have, like, 8 minutes left in the match, but it might not be, enough time for us to, like, come back. So we want to be able to pick it up quick here and try and get rid of Kansas and Iowa. But support goes down to Kansas, and I'm like, crap, this ain't good. We're at 48,000 damage, which, isn't bad, especially in this case because we're losing. It's literally 4 against 8. The enemy team has double our numbers. They have more than double our points. Like, this is not looking like our game's in our favor. Frosty is still alive, which is huge because he's in a destroyer. We get maybe 10K out of Kansas, 9K out of him, and we're at 59,000 damage. I just need to get rid of this Kansas. That way I could start heading over to B cap and try and, at least do something to get our team back in it. We still have our carrier. The battleship, if you look at the top left of the map, and Kansas gets clear sky, but it goes broadside, and I'm like, okay, what the heck are you doing, man? And those shells look so good. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's got to kill him. We get the Citadel, but he doesn't die. And that was only 1 pin, by the way. 1 freaking pin for a Citadel. I was like, dang, I should have... Like, how did those shells not touch him? But if you look at the top left of the map, I have no clue why our battleship is, clear over there. It's probably because he's getting chased by the cruiser and the battleship. I don't know if that's the case or something, but bro's been hanging out in the back of the map. So, really, that's just leaving me and Frosty and the carrier to try and bring this game back. Frosty's getting hard focused by Bismarck, which you're not going to want to fight a Bismarck because the secondaries are pretty nasty. And I was taking shots. You also had the Blazing Dread. I'm like, oh, shoot, dude. So I'm going to try and take a shot at Blazing Dread because he is the biggest threat to me. The Iowa and Bismarck are the least of my concerns because they do not overmatch me. Nor do they, I feel confident taking on really any battleship at tier 7. But Blazing Dread is my biggest worry because that thing will set me on fire and I will burn to death. That's why I'm shooting Blazing Dread. I'm trying to eliminate the biggest threat. Then Georgia comes from the left. I'm like, oh gosh, here comes 18 inches, 18-inch guns, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get cooked here. I'm gonna take a blind fire Blazing Dread because again, biggest threat for me. And I take a shot at Georgia with the rear guns. Now I'm slowing down and I'm shooting this, and I miss those shots on Blazing Dread. But I'm treating this like a 1v9 situation. You guys know how I do this. I pull it in reverse. And actually, I pull it forward. Never mind. In this situation, which this clip is like a couple days old, but I would pull this in reverse and start, backing up. But I'm going to close the distance on them, try and get a close, more accurate shot in. I think that's why I started pulling forward. But I think it's also because I wanted to try and kill Blazing Dread. But I'm aiming at Bismarck. I'm going to try and get some superstructure out of him. My shots go way to the back. We get 4K with 1 pin, 2 ricochets. We're at 79,000 damage, which isn't bad. But this game is, it's a wrap. We're not coming back from this. It's tough. The whole entire enemy team just stomped C and D cap, which I don't know how, it happened. I'm on a triple fire. I put it out. But, the enemy team's at 954 points. They have B, C, and D cap. We only have A cap. And, I mean, we've done pretty good to hold our side down, especially in this bad of a loss. Like, I'm still alive trying to hold it down. I get a Citadel out of Iowa. We're at 112,000 damage. And I don't know if I get another shot or not. But I'm trying to stay alive as much as I can. Atlantico goes down. The game ends because the enemy team won on points. They killed our Atlantico. Therefore, they got to 1,000 points. But we end up with 112,000 damage. We're first on the board with 1,195 base XP, which,
Yikes.
I mean, it's not bad. Frosty was in Schaumburg. That's what he was in. But we were first on the board. The enemy team just straight up slapped us. I don't know what happened with the C&D cap. Like, it was insane. It was a crazy throw. But we earned 200,000, almost 300,000 credits. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.